Okay, today we will discuss about the application of integral calculus in business and economics, actually SE. First of all, we'll try to understand the main concept of integral calculus. You have studied in the previous uh, semester integral calculus. This is the differentiation formula, and this is the integration formula. That means antiderivatives formula. Okay, because this is the opposite formula of differentiation. Now x to the n formula will be n into x to the power n minus 1. This is the differentiation formula, and integration formula will be opposite of differentiation, x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. We have to must introduce a constant c, because the differentiation of any constant will be 0. The differentiation of any constant what will be 0. So the integration of any constant will be any 0 will be constant. This is why after integration you have to introduce a constant c. So x differentiation what? 1. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1, and integration of 1 will be what? X. That's just opposite of this. Now square differentiation of square root over x will be 1 by twice root over x, but integration of 1 by root x will be 2 root x. That's just opposite of this. Similarly, differentiation of e to the power x will be e to the power x, and integration will be e to the power x equals to what will be e to the power x. And differentiation of e to the power mx will be what? M into e to the power x. E to the power x formula, e to the power x, just multiplying with the coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient of x what? M. Just integration similar, just taking integration e to the power x formula, e to the power x, just dividing with the coefficient. But here multiplication with the coefficient, and integration dividing with the coefficient, remember it. And log x formula what? Differentiation of log x will be 1 by x, but 1 by x integration what will be? Log x. Just opposite. And sin x formula will be cos x. Sin x differentiation what? Cos x. Similarly, antiderivatives will be, that means integration of cos x will be minus sin x. Similarly, cos x formula minus sin x in differentiation, but in integration sin x formula will be minus cos x. Cos x will be, this will be cos x formula only sin x. There is a mistake. Cos x formula integration of cos x what will be? This will be sin x. There is a mistake. But in 7 cos x formula what? Minus sin x differentiation. But in integration of sin x what will be? Minus cos x. Tan x formula sec square x. Similarly, antiderivatives of sec square x will be tan x. Now cot x will be minus cosec square x, and cosec square x formula will be minus cot x. Sec x will be what? Sec x tan x. This is there is equal to sec x formula of differentiation, sec x tan x. Similarly, sec x tan x will be minus sec x. This equals to only sec x. Sec x tan x will be what will be? Only sec x. Similar process, cosec x will be minus cosec x cot x differentiation. Similarly, cosec x cot x integration will be minus cosec x. In this way, we have to use all the formula of differentiation, just converting. That means anti differentiation. Integration formula will be anti differentiation. Now, application of integration actually in business and economics. We know that if the total cost function C is the given and the marginal cost function is the first derivative of the total function, because we know marginal cost equals to what? Differentiation of the cost. Just rate of change of cost with respect to what? Inputs, with respect to number of units. Then this rate will be considered as marginal cost. Now to make the total cost from marginal cost, we have to integrate differentiation. If we see any differential operator, the dx is called differential operator. If we want to remove this ddx, we must take integration. Understand? Just taking making integration of mc with respect to x, we get the total cost from here. Now we will try the average cost. What will be? As average cost will be, if we divide the total cost with the number of units, or with inputs, or with outputs, we get the average cost, c divided by x. We must know. Now, first example, 70 from the book. The marginal cost function of a product is given by this. This is the actually marginal cost, and Q is the number of unit or output. Okay, 100 minus 10Q plus 0.1 Q whole square. This is Q whole square. Where Q is the output, obtain the total and average cost function of the firm under the assumption that its fixed cost is taka what 500. Now given the marginal cost will be this. This is the MC. Now taking integration on both sides with respect to what Q, there is no X. Without X we have to use in this question Q is used. Q is the output actually, or inputs or number of units, same words. C equals to just taking integration of this, right? Just taking integration 100 minus 10Q 0.1 Q whole square. We have to take integration with what? With respect to dq, not dx. In replace of x there is only q. Now integration of 100 will be what? 100 q. 100 q, there is a q absent, mistake in book. So 100 q will be, and differentiation sorry, integration of q, what will be? Q plus 1 divided by q plus 1, q to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that means q square by 2. And similarly q square formula what will be? Q to the power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1, that means q cube by 3. And this is the actually total cost. Now fixed cost what? Actually 500 when no output, q equals to 0 and c equals to what will be? Just putting q equals to 0 here. Q equals to, if we put q equals to 0 here, k equals to only c, that means c equals to 100. 500, this is fixed cost 500. Hence the total cost will be what will be? Just putting value of k. Value of k what? 500. This. Now average cost can be calculated. Average cost will be what will be? C divided by what? Output. If we that means number of units. If we divide the cost with number of units, we get the average cost. So the average cost can be calculated as 100 minus 5q plus q square by 30 plus 500 by q. Understand? This is the actually finding total cost from marginal cost. Example, similar process. Another example, application of integral calculus in commerce and economics. Now if MCB of a firm is the given by CQ, MC equals to what? Marginal cost what? This 2 into CQ equals to 2 plus 5 into e to the power q, and find the total cost if C0 equals to 100. We have to find out the total cost if C0 equals to 100. That means output will be what? 0. Also find average cost. We have to find out the average cost. What will be the marginal cost, marginal, average and total cost for q equals to 60 units. This is the output actually. Output equals to 60 units. We are given that marginal cost equals to what? 2 plus 5q. 2 plus 5 to the power 5 into e to the power q. There is a 5 into e to the power q, remember it. Now total cost will be, what will be? Total cost will be integration, taking integration of marginal cost with respect to q. Now what will be total cost? Now integration with respect to q. Now integration of 1, what will be? Q only, twice q. Now plus 5 to something to the power 5 into e to the power q. E to the power q formula what? E to the power q, right? E to the power q formula, e to the power q, integration, then plus c is the constant actually. Now if q equals to 0, then c equals to what? 100, right? When quantity or output equals to 0, then c equals to what? 100 given. We have to, this is the initial condition we are given. Then total cost we can calculate. Total cost TC will be twice q plus 5 into e to the power q plus this. Now total cost what? 100 when q equals to 0, 2 into 0, then 5 into e to the power 0 also. E to the power 0 what? 1. E to the power something to the power 0 equals to 1, then plus C. 500 plus 0, 2 into 0 equals to 0, plus 5 into e to the power 0 means what? 1 plus C. Then we can get C equals to what? 95. This is the constant term, right? So total cost what will be? Total cost we are given 2 plus 5 into e to the power q plus 95, right? This is the constant term 95. This is the total cost. Now average cost can be written as total cost divided by number of units, right? Total cost divided by q. Just this divided by q is the result of average cost. Now if q equals to 60, then the marginal cost will be. Second condition, if q equals to 60, find the what will be the marginal and average cost. Okay, if q equals to 60, marginal cost will be, marginal cost what? We are given 2 plus 5 into e to the power q, right? Marginal cost will be 2 plus 5 into e to the power q. So 2 plus 5 into e to the power 60. Just putting q equals to 60. Now if q equals to 60, then average cost what will be? Average cost is this, right? Just putting q equals to 60 here. 120 plus 95 plus 5 into e to the power 60. This is the result. When q equals to 60, total cost what will be? Total cost, this is the result, total cost. So just putting q equals to 60. This will be the total cost. Understand? Next example 71. The marginal cost function of a manufacturer in X shows is this. This is actually show company number of units what? X. That means output is the function given by, this is the marginal cost. Total cost of producing a pair of shoes what? 12 taka. A pair of shoes producing rate what? 12 taka. Find out the total and average cost. Now we are given marginal cost equals to what? 6 plus 10x minus 6x square. This is, we know marginal cost equals to what? dc dx, right? Just taking integration on both sides, we get c. C equals to what? Integration of the marginal cost, 6 plus 10x minus 6x square. Now taking integration of this, 6 into 1 integration what? Only x. X integration what will be? 10 into x to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, right? X square by 2 minus 6 x square differentiation what? X to the power 3 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1, that means x cube by 3. Then you have to introduce a constant k. This is the integral constant. Now here k is the constant of integration. Now we are given a condition, a pair of shoes taka what? 12. That means cost equals to 12 when x equals to 2. Understand everybody? This a pair of shoes taka what? 12. This is why cost equals to 12 when x equals to what? 2. Number of units equals to 2. So after putting the values here, c equals to this, c equals to this, putting x equals to 2 and c equals to what? 12. Putting, we get k value what? K value equals to minus 4. Just calculating. Then putting values of k in this equation, we get total cost, right? This is the total cost. Now average cost can be found as equals to c divided by x. That means if we divide the total cost by number of units by output, we get average cost c by x. That means from every term taking x common, x will be cancelled. Then the 6, 5, 1x will be decreased. 5x minus 2x square. This will be what? 4 by x. This is the actually result. This example, marginal cost function of a farm is given by 300 e to the power into e to the power 0.3 thrice x plus 50. This is the marginal cost function. When x is the quantity produced, if fixed cost is taka 80,000, find the total cost function of the farm. We have to find out the total cost function. Now total cost function of the farm can be given by just integrating the marginal cost, right? Total cost equals to what will be? Integration of marginal cost with respect to x, because variable is x given here. And this marginal cost, just putting the value Now if we take integration of this, this is the constant 3000 constant. E to the power x formula what? E to the power x, right? E to the power x formula, e to the power x, but you have to divide with the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x what? 0.3. So we must divide with the coefficient of x, divided by 0.3. Now plus 50, 50, there is only single one integration what? X. Then we have to put the constant. Actually there will be not constant. After integration we have to introduce constant, understand? Just after integration. Now we get 300 divided by 0.3 equals to 10,000. If we divide this, then you get 10,000. 0. E to the power 0.3 thrice x plus 50x plus k. Now using the initial condition, fixed cost what? Fixed cost 80,000 when there will be no produced. That means no, there will be no production. X equals to 0. Then total cost what? 800. Now putting x equals to 0, and total cost will be what? 80,000. This equals to 10,000. E to the power 0 means 1 plus 15 to 0 equals to what? 0 plus k. That means k equals to what? This equals to 10,000. So we get k equals to what? 70,000, right? 70,000. This is 70,000. Remember it, not 7,000. This is the 70,000. There is a mistake. 10 mistake. So total cost will be what? Putting the value of k 70,000 here, we get total cost will be 70,000. Understand? Everybody understand? There is a mistake, a zero mistake. Okay, similar example. Let the marginal cost function of a farm is 100 minus 10x plus 0.1 whole x square. Where x is the output, obtain the total cost function of the farm under the assumption that its fixed cost was what? 500 taka. We are given marginal cost is this, right? 100 minus 10x plus 9.1 into x square. Now total cost will be what? Integration of marginal cost with respect to what? Inputs with respect to output. That means x with respect to x. Just putting the value of MC 100 minus 10x plus 0.1 x square dx. Now taking integration with respect to x, one integration what will be? There is nothing, there is no variable. This is why this is the constant 100. Now we have to make a formula with one formula what? Integration x. Now integration of x what will be? X square by 2. How? X to the power n formula, x to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. This is why x square by 2. Now x square differentiation what? X to the power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. That means x to the power x cube by 3. Then you have to introduce another constant k or c. Now we get 100 after calculation 10 and 5 10 to the 5. 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. 0.1 divided by 3 only, we get this one, x cube by 30 plus 500. Actually this is the total cost. Understand? C equals to 500. How? Do you know? Fixed cost 500, and when we take fixed cost, we have to input x equals to 0. X equals to 0. When x equals to 0, then total cost what? 500. Then C equals to what will be? 500. Just using this one, using this condition. When C equals to 500, then x equals to what will be? 0. Then putting in the above integration, we get what? K equals to minus 4. In the similar process, we can get C equals to 500. Understand?
স্যার প্লাস সিটা করতে গেছে বুঝতে পারি নাই।
This is the constant. After integration, we have to introduce a constant C. After integration finished, we have to introduce a constant. This plus C, maybe plus K, anyone. Just after integration finish, then we have to introduce a constant C. Okay. Now fixed cost given what? Fixed cost given 500. Fixed cost given 500. When C equals, when when total TC means what? Total cost equals to 500, then input X equals to what? 0. No production, right? X equals to 0, then putting X equals to 0 and C equals to what will be? Only 500. This is why putting values of C. And now next example, the marginal cost of a production is found this 2000 minus 40x plus 3x square. This is the marginal cost, where X is the number of units produced. The fixed cost of the production is 18,000. Find the cost function. That means we have to find out the total cost. If the manufacturer fixes the prices per unit taka is 6,800, find the revenue function, find the profit function. Number third, find the sales volume that yields maximum profit. What is the profit at the sales volume? We have to find out for 4 items from this example. Now we are given that price P equals to what? 6,800. Fixed cost what? 18,000. See, marginal cost what? 2,000 minus 40x plus thrice x square. So total cost will be what? Integration of marginal cost. Understand? With respect to dx, just putting 2,000 minus 40x plus 3x square dx. Just putting the value of MC. Now integration with respect to x, remember it. Now, integration of 1 with respect to x will be x. Integration of x with respect to x, what will be? X square by 2, x to the 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. Now x square differentiation, sorry, integration, x to the power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1, that means x cube by 3. Now we have to introduce a fixed cost. Fixed cost what? C is given 18,000, just putting this value. When x equals to 0, then cost what? 18,000. So constant equals to what will be? 18,000. Now revenue, total revenue. Revenue means price multiply number of units, right? Price multiply number of units. Total revenue what will be? Price multiply number of units. This is the result. Now secondly, profit y equals to what will be? Total revenue minus total cost. Understand? Total revenue minus total revenue is this, total cost is this. Just subtracting, we get the profit function. This is the profit function. Now we have to maximize the profit. Understand? Let us consider y equals to this function 1800x plus 20x square minus x cube minus 18,000. Now taking dy dx on both sides. If you want to maximize the profit, you have to we must need to calculate first differentiation dy dx. 4800 minus plus 40x minus 3x square, taking differentiation with respect to x. 40 x differentiation 1, x square differentiation what? Twice x, 2 into 20 40, x cube differentiation what? 3x square. 18,000 will be 0. Differentiation of constant will be 0. So taking another differentiation, double differentiation will be d square y by dx square. That means this will be 0. 40 into x differentiation 1, so only 40. So and this x square differentiation twice x, this is why minus 6x. For maximum and minimum value of dy dx is 0. So for this the value dy dx equals to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation, x square plus bx plus c types equation. Now solving with x minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. Okay, x equals to minus b. Minus b means what? Coefficient of x. Minus 40. So minus 40, only 40, and minus 40 whole square. 4a means what? A coefficient of x square a. This is a, and constant term will be minus 4800. Minus 4800 divided by twice a. Just putting all the values and calculating, we get two values of outputs. This is the value of outputs, but negative output cannot be accepted because the sales volume can never be negative, or output can never be negative. Output may be 0 but can never be negative. This is why we take only positive values 47. So profit maximizing sales volume is 47 units. This is the result. And if x equals to 47, the maximum profit will be just here p equals to profit equals to, this is the profit function, just x equals to putting 47, right? The maximum profit will be just putting x equals to 47, and after calculation with calculator we get 1,47,957 taka. This is the actually maximum profit. Try to do practice it at home. I hope everybody can understand well.